Good afternoon. So here we are at Petroc, the North Devon campus, and we've come to see our good friends who've sponsored the Build A Plane project. The students here, Ken Sharman, the organiser of the whole thing, and some of the volunteers that have happily helped out and given up their time for this project. Let's get inside and have a look. So here we are inside the building now. Got a little bit quieter here because things are still going on at the moment. But if you look to my left, to your right, you'll see the plane in all of its glory. Our students and volunteers here, and the final touches are being added to the project. And I'll tell you a little bit more about where it's going in a few moments. So students have been working on the project since September 2022, so there's a big handful of months there, but they've created this wonderful plane that soon will be moving on for its official testing. All of the structure, the framework, the electronics, the engine, everything's been constructed here. It will be dismantled ever so slightly to be removed from this hangar that's been donated by the college for this project. And then it'll move on to a test period at Torrington, an airfield there, where all of the more, I suppose, dissection will go on with the plane and make sure it is fit for flying. And from that point onwards, then they'll be looking at getting it up in the air and giving all the students and sponsors, companies like AMI that have been involved with the sponsorship, but also the North Devon Hospice and the Devon Air Ambulance have been involved with the project as well. So people, sponsors, people from those companies will be able to go up in the sky as well and enjoy the plane firsthand. So I'm lucky enough to be inside the cockpit now. One of the students, Joe, is with me, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the technical side of what's going on in here. And I think it would make sense if we remove these, just so that we can hear each other. So Joe, have you been involved with the project from the very beginning?
Yeah, pretty much. It's been a lot of stuff to do, but it's been really interesting actually, seeing it literally come in the door as a box with a bunch of bars and bits and pieces, and you're going, how is this ever going to resemble a plane? And then you hear 6 months later, and yeah,
here it is.
As a team, you've put it all together, you've got a plane, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been here sporadically throughout the process from a couple of months in, and then around Christmas time, and then we came during the Easter when there was a bit of a sprint on the whole project. And I can't believe how much it's advanced from seeing it in the very early stages to now seeing it structurally pretty much complete. I know that it's got to come down again to go outside. Just tell me a little bit more about the inside here, because this was something that wasn't in place when I was last here. So obviously this is the electronics and the control system, the cockpit would be the common term for this.
In terms of on the instrument panel, we have, that one's your oil temperature, oil pressure, coolant temperature, your battery voltage, master switch, your two magnetos in the engine.
Yeah. So Joe, and over this side?
Okay, so yeah, over here we have, this is your airspeed, vertical speed, so how fast you're climbing or descending. Turn and slip, so making sure that the plane is flying level and not sliding around at all.
That's excellent. But it's interesting. And then one of the other things that we'll show you in a second is that a lot of the students and the volunteers and some of the sponsors like ourselves have been here, and we've been able to have a go on what I'll show you in a second. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Alan's studying an engineering diploma here at Petroc, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how he's found the project. So what's been your favourite part about the project?
My favourite part it was definitely working with a new group of people on something this big, and it was definitely a new experience doing some agile working.
Yeah.
When there's no one person in charge, everyone's got a different role, everyone's doing their part.
I think one of the things that we've seen with this project is the community spirit behind it as well, and I think that that's what's made it such a success. It's not been a massive amount of time from September to May 2023, but they've structurally completed this project. Testing happens next, so I want to take this opportunity to say thanks to Alan for his time, and brilliant job.
Thank you.
So we're over the other side of the plane now, and as you'll see from from here. This is the registration number, so the equivalent to a car number plate, which registers the plane and gives it its own official IDs. I'm lucky again enough to be joined by another student. This is Tilly. I've met Tilly a few times during the visits to Petroc and this project. And Tilly, another student that's been involved from the very beginning.
Yes, I have.
What part of the entire project have you enjoyed the most?
Definitely, I think putting the engine together for me was probably one of the best bits, but just kind of one of the moments where I wasn't particularly doing anything practical, but just sitting in the cockpit when it was all put together and it was all, testing everything and putting everything together. It was a real moment where it was like, yeah, we've done something here. Like, this is
proud
really cool.
achievement.
Yeah.
So I suppose structurally we're there. We know that the plane's got to come apart to get it out of the hangar. And finally, are you looking forward to having a fly in the plane?
100%. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Hoping to get my pilot's license myself in the future. So hopefully, yeah.
Excellent.
Cannot wait, but we'll see.
No, well, you've done an amazing job. You should be really proud of yourself.
Thank you.
So that's Tilly. Tilly's been part of the team from the very, very beginning, and it just goes to show what a brilliant community spirit they've had here. They've brought students into a project, and hopefully this will spur other colleges on, other campuses, other companies where there may be this engineering skills gap to get involved with a project like this, because you can see the rewards from it are endless. And as an advocate for this type of thing, we're just so pleased at AMI to be involved. So we mentioned inside the cockpit that the team have been practicing flight routes, etc. on this purpose-built simulator. Now at the moment the guys here are flying from Bellevue near Torrington, North Devon. This is where the plane will be going for its clinical testing, and they'll be flying that to Chivner, so with the well-known sort of air base there over near Braunton. This has been put in place. Volunteers, students and then sponsors have been able to have a go on this. Unfortunately, for me, it didn't end too well, so I'll leave this to the experts. So we've met quite a few of the team that have been involved with the plane build throughout the day here, and I'm lucky enough to be joined by Matt and Noah, two guys that have been involved from the off and have given a lot of their time and a lot of their knowledge and experience to help put the plane together. So first of all, Noah, you've got exams coming up.
Yes.
So this has been something that, obviously it's been a lot of your time taken up, but you've enjoyed the project?
Oh, very much.
Yeah.
Lots of fun to be had. Lots of stuff learnt.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes.
And obviously this is the sort of thing that you can put onto your CV,
Yeah.
and you can use this as a great piece of work experience to help you as you go forward.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. And Matt, so what are you studying at college at the moment?
I'm currently studying for a diploma in engineering, level 3.
So again, much like with some of the others, this has been a perfect side project to really be able to utilise some of your skills in a more hands-on and also a technical way as well.
Yes, it has. It's certainly been helping me in future things like work and apprenticeship as well.
Oh, that's excellent. So we really appreciate your time, and you should be really proud of your work.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. So we've been lucky enough to spend time with all of the students here today, and the next time we see you will be live from Torrington, where the plane will be undergoing its rigorous testing process to see if we can finally get it up in the sky.